I'm hopping on live. I might be on for the next 10 minutes or so. I had to do a pretty hard break because I am driving. I'm on my way to get me some soup jumu. If you know, you know. If you don't, Google it to kick off the new year. And since I have a little bit of a drive in front of me, I figured I would just hop on live and talk to you guys real quick. So I know that there are a lot of people who have heard the term manifest, manifesting, manifestation, and they don't get it. So I wanted to come on and explain what manifestation looks like, what it actually means, how to do it, how to create the life that you want. And the first thing that I want to do is wish everybody that's on here that'll be watching the replay a Happy New Year. I am a person who believes in taking action as soon as you recognize that it's something that you want to change. As soon as I recognize that I want to change my finances, I want to be better with budgeting. As soon as I recognize I want to lose some weight, as soon as I recognize that I'm not doing the best job of maintaining my skin, I want to take action. I'm not waiting until January 1st, right? However, January 1st does represent, or it is symbolic of a fresh start. And because it's symbolic of a fresh start, it is the perfect opportunity, if you've been BSing, to actually get in, get started, and change your life. There are some people who have just joined the live. Welcome to like and subscribe. Liking is free. Subscribing is free, and it would really help me. All right. So how are you going to manifest? So the first thing you need to understand is that we use this term, like people use terms all the time, and they rebrand them, right? Manifestation is not much different than working at something and getting it done. It just sounds magical, but there's no crystals, there's no moon, phases of the moon, there's no prayer outside of doing the work. Like, manifestation is not special, it's not unique. It's just a term that we now use to make hard work sound a little bit more attractive than what it is. So let's talk about how to manifest the life that you want. The first thing that you are going to do is you are going to close your eyes and create the vision of what you want. First need a vision, a vision, a vision. Once you have a vision of what you want your life to look like, what you're then going to do is you're going to pick one of those things that you want out of your life in order to create said vision. So what do I mean by that? You close your eyes and you see that you are working at a Fortune 500 company. You see that you are in the best physical shape of your life. You see that you are happily married with your children. You see that you have the best relationships with your friends that you've ever had, and you have such great support through them. You see all of these things, right? This is the vision of what you see. From there, you need to choose one of those things that you're going to tackle right now. Because what happens is that many of us have a great vision of what we want our life to look like. However, because it's so dense, there's so much that we want out of life, there's so many things that we want to change, we end up doing nothing because there's so much. And we use that as an excuse. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, dead that. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to have this vision, and you're going to choose one of those things that you are going to tackle starting today. Starting today. What's the first thing that you are going to tackle? Once that thing is in motion, doesn't have to be 100% fulfilled, but once that one thing is in motion, you are then going to begin to put a plan in place for the second thing. But what we're not going to do is go back to school to make more money, and we're going to be going in the gym to lose weight, and we're going to be working on strengthening our non-romantic relationships, and we're getting back into the dating scene, and that's not practical. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not practical. I need you to choose one thing. You can choose the thing that's the most important to you. You can choose the thing that's the easiest off the list, but you are going to first, in order to manifest the life that you want, here on starting today, nice and fresh, what you need to do is to have a vision of what you want your life to look like and choose one thing that you're going to tackle right now. One thing. Finances, health, relationship with God, relationship with self, friends, romance. Choose one thing. Because if we allow all of those things to take over our mind and our hearts, we'll get nothing done. We'll get nothing done, right? So you have the vision, you chose one thing. Now, once you have chosen that one thing, right? Once you have chosen that one thing that you are then going to, and I apologize, I see people in the comments. Hi, I'm driving, girl, so I can't, and guys, so I can't see. Once you choose that one thing, you are then going to sit down and create an action plan as to how you are going to solve that one thing. How are you going to create that one thing? How are you going to establish that one thing? How are you going to complete that one thing? Whatever language you need, fill in the blank. How you're going to do it. What is the plan? I need you to take a pen and a piece of paper. Ideally, a nice notebook that you like, a nice leather back if you like something that's pretty, you like stones. Y'all can tell I like stones. And write it down. Stop with notes in your phone. You end up with 50, 60 notes in your phone, and you never scroll back to look at what the last note is. That's unreasonable. It doesn't make sense. Get a notebook for this very specific task. Get a nice pen for this very specific task. Get it on Amazon. Go to the 99-cent store. You're going to leave it by your bed so you remember. You have the vision. You choose the one thing that you are going to tackle. Okay? Once you have that one thing that you are going to tackle, I think I'm supposed to turn here. I don't remember. I took the navigation off so it wouldn't interrupt me. Hello, everyone who's joining the live. I have way more people on the live than I have likes. That doesn't make any sense. It's free to like. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Now you have that one thing that you're going to tackle. You're going to get a nice pen. You're going to get a nice notebook. You're going to write down that one thing that you're going to tackle, and you're going to write out a plan as to how you're going to get it. You're going to get on Google to figure out how you're going to get it. You are going to find podcasts that pour into you, not that are here to destroy you or destroy the community, or that say baity things, bait to bait you so that you click. You're going to find people who are knowledgeable in their industry. You're going to find people who have the insight, that have the expertise, that have done the thing that you want to do. Okay? Thank you, Jet, for liking and subscribing. You're going to do that. You're going to follow them. You are going to Google. You are going to read. You are going to book a session. You are going to download the freebie that they have. And stop with downloading 1,000 freebies for two reasons. One, how many more freebies do you need? You got their checklist, and you got their ebook, and you got their... Clearly, the free is not getting you where you need it to be. But you want to get on the list, so you want to get the information, fine. And then two, it's a slap in the face to the entrepreneur. I'm telling you, as an entrepreneur, we feel like you're using us. So at some point, if they don't have a paid service that's helpful to you, then you need to move on, because they're not your person. Anybody who watches Grey's Anatomy, they're not your person. Okay? Okay, good. So you find the expert, you get the information online, you do your Googles, you're reading articles, you're gathering information, you find somebody who is where you want to be. You find somebody who is where you want to be. You want to be a registered nurse? You found a registered nurse on the job. You want to lose 20 pounds? You reach out to your cousin who lost 20 pounds. You need to find the person who has done the thing that you've done. You need to Google to find the articles of people who have done what you've done. You need to book a session with somebody who has done what you've done. You need to pick their brain, buy them coffee, figure it out, create a plan, and all you need to do is execute the first step. That's it. Execute the first step. That's it. Once you do the first step, then everything else is going to constantly remind you to do said thing. So what do I mean by that? If the first step is the weight loss, right? Lose 20 pounds. So you start Googling some different diets, some healthier alternatives to the things that you eat that you know that's no good. You start, I'm going to pull over y'all because I'm getting lost and I'm going to finish this live. You are going to Google some healthy alternatives. You are going to look into hiring a trainer, because you've been trying to lose this 20 pounds for 4 years and clearly it's not working. So you need an expert who's going to guide you and support you and tell you what to do and hold you accountable and make you show up. You're going to figure out what the first step is. Once you figure out the first step and you do that first step, believe you me, 9 times out of 10, that first step is going to constantly remind you to do the next step. You reach out to the trainer's going to put you on an email list and constantly email you and text you to remind you, hey, I have sessions available. Hey, my calendar is open. Hey, I'm having a discount for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Right? So step 1 will remind you about step 2 and 3. You want to improve your career. You want to get a promotion. You want to go from, I don't know, whatever is before a registered nurse, to a registered nurse. Your first step is probably going to be apply for nursing school. You're going to get the email. You're going to get the registration. You're going to get the reminder. You're going to get, something from FAFSA. Like your first step is going to remind you of your second and third and fourth and fifth step. You take action. You do your first step, and then each step is going to push you to do the next one. This is only for people who are serious about getting said thing done, though. This is only for people who are serious about getting said thing done. Many of us speak out of our behinds and say that we want to get things and we want things and we want to establish things, we want to create things, we want to foster things, whatever is a whatever verb, and we don't mean it. We're full of it. We don't really want to lose the weight. We don't really want to lose the weight. We don't really want to make more money because making more money would require more responsibility. We don't really want a partner. We don't really want to get married because then we're going to be required to show up for somebody else and not be selfish and make all of our time around us. It's going to require us to be better communicators. It's going to require us to compromise, give up our time, effort, energy. I'm getting a cramp, y'all. I need to drink more water. There's water right there. I need to grab it, right? We don't really want those things. I'm talking to the people who they say that they want it and they actually mean it. Step one in manifesting the life that you want is that you are going to close your eyes, create a vision of what your life looks like. Step two, you're going to choose one element, one part of that vision. You're going to hone in on it. If it's, again, better relationships with self, with God, with others, with your friends, with your family, you want to make more money. Sorry, y'all, my phone is dying. Y'all want to make more money. You want to be better in budgeting. You want to get married. You want to have children. You're going to choose one element of that vision. You're going to write out on paper the steps that it takes in order to complete said thing. You're going to Google. You're going to go on YouTube. You're going to figure out, how do I do this thing? You're going to follow people online who have done this thing and teach this thing. You are going to book a session with them. You're going to try to do a pick your brain. And with a pick your brain, y'all, this is not a free thing. People do this professionally. They are not going to talk to you for free. It's disrespectful to do so. And you don't want your time wasted when you're on your job, so don't waste other people's time when they're on theirs, okay? Pick your brain, Zoom session, send you a cup of coffee so I can have 15 minutes of your time, send a lunch so I can have 30 minutes of your time, whatever. Reach out to someone who's done what you've done. Listen to the content of the people who have done what you've done. Download something from someone who has done what you've done, or done what you want to do, I should say, sorry. Reach out to the people who have done what you want to do. Pick their brain, book a session, follow their content, subscribe to their YouTube, like their videos on YouTube so it comes up in the algorithm. For free or for paid, do what you got to do in order to get information, and then do the first thing on your list. The first thing on your list is going to create like an avalanche, which is then going to push you to do second thing, third thing, fourth thing, fifth thing, and then you'll blink and 6 months in, you'll be done. Or a year in, you'll be done. A year and a half in, depending on what you choose, will be completed. And then what are you going to do? Wash and repeat. Rinse and repeat. You're going to go back. You're going to do the same thing again for the second thing in your vision, for the third thing in your vision. The people who don't achieve are the people who don't do. It's that simple. Manifestation is not lighting candles and crystals and what phase of the moon we're in. Manifestation is a rebrand of hard work and execution. We do not execute, and we complain about where we are in our lives because we don't do what we're supposed to do in order to get there. For the most part. I'm not talking about, like, getting over terminal illnesses. Like, some stuff is beyond our control. But for the most part, our finances, for the most part, our overall health, for the most part, our relationships, for the most part, those things are in our control. And we say that we want these things, but we're not willing to do what it takes in order to win. And then, and this is the kicker, we have the audacity to complain. We have the audacity to compare. We have the audacity to be jealous, not taking into account what that other person did in order to get what you say that you want. If you are serious about transforming your life, you will follow the steps I just outlined. I outlined them in 14 minutes. It's easy peasy, chicken greasy. And if you're looking to transform your romantic life, all you have to do is choose a coach, probably me, who has the testimonials, who has the evidence that this is what they do. They help people to improve their romantic lives. They help single women specifically get into committed relationships and get married. I'm about to post in an hour or two another testimony of another person who's engaged, a former client of mine through my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. You choose someone who has proven to you that they have the results, and you work with them and you do exactly what they tell you to do. You do exactly what they tell you to do. And that's it. It's that easy. All right, y'all. I need to get back on the road. I had to pull over because I was lost. And I took my navigation off because I didn't want it talking while I was talking. It's enough distractions. Make sure that you like, please. Make sure that you subscribe, please. Make sure that you take heed to this video and take action if you need help to work with me. In the caption, in the comments, you'll see the link to book a consultation. The purpose of the consultation is to discuss which program is the best fit for you. The purpose of the consultation is not free advice. We talked about taking advantage of people. We talked about using people earlier in this live, right? We talked about making sure that you're not putting out that type of energy where you're taking advantage of folks, and then you're surprised when people try to take advantage of you. The purpose of the consult is to talk about which program is the right fit for you. You click on it. All the links, all the stuff will be in the comments and in the, I don't know, the description, all that kind of good stuff. If you're ready, let's do the work. All right, beautiful people, have a great new year.